Hey guys, welcome back to class. Today in class, we're doing melons. We got watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, pineapple. We're going to strip these down, peel them out, de-seed them, and I'm going to show you how to get them cut up the right way so that they last a long time, make some good salads, all that good stuff. Ready to get into class? Come on, sharpen your knives. Let's do it. Alright guys, today in class, like I said, we're going to be doing these melons. We got watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, and pineapple. So let's head back down to the board and we're going to get started with our first cuts. You know what we're doing. Whoop! So right here, you're going to start off right there at the very top of it. And I'd say probably about an inch into it. You're thinking, oh, you're going to cut into the meat. You know what? You'd be really, really surprised. You're not taking that much off, but you want a nice, good flat end right there. Now we're going to do it again. All right, let's turn it over on this flat end. These things, yeah, you know how we do that. All right, so right here at the very top, we're gonna right here at the rind piece. You see right here, this portion right here. All right, we want this portion to be right there under the knife. See that? And you're going to just take this and follow the round of the melon. See that? Pretty cool thing, right? Let's go ahead and clear the rest of this out. Start from the top of the rind. See that? You just want to take that white piece off right there. The white piece gets nasty and bitter and all that. Not any good. Alright? Right around the sides. Nice little choppy chops in the middle. Alright? Hear that? Listen. There, man, that's a beautiful thing. Alright, let's get a few more of these off so we can get into chopping up this melon the right way. Alright. And you know what? If you get one of these little end pieces right here like this, just take your knife right along the curve of that. Take it out. There we go. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing. So, coming into our next part, guys, what we're going to do here is go right down the center. Nice good hard chop. Clear it up. I'm going to put one half over there. Let's take the other half here. I'm going to show you two ways to do this, alright guys? So the first one, you want to come in at right about a 1/2 inch. Straight down. Watermelon is so easy to cut too, alright? Not very resistant, nice and easy, alright? Now we're going to take these slices, and we're going to separate them into thirds. 2 slices per, and if you have a bigger watermelon, you do this the same exact way, and if you have more pieces, break it down. It's okay. I always tell you guys that. It's okay to break it down to a more comfortable size that fits your needs and your hands and your comfortability. We're not here to hurt ourselves, we're here to learn. Look at that. Awesome little summer chunks. Huh? Let's go ahead and break that down again. You just want to try to keep your slices nice and even. If you're a part of episode 1, first class, you know about curling your fingers. Keep those fingers back. You'll see me do that a lot while cutting. Alright? I tell you what, if you haven't checked that class out, go back to class. Literally, go back to class. Go check out that first episode. Learn how we hold our hands and hold our knife. And then come back over here and it's all going to make a lot more sense. Again, 1/2 inch cuts. If you want them bigger, make them bigger. You want them smaller, make them smaller. Check this out. This little chunks. You know what I'm saying? So now we got some big chunks. We got some little chunks. Let's get all this moved up to the front of the board. And now we're going to take our other half here. This is another way to do our chunks. Typically, this is how we do this in the restaurant. We like to keep it as minimal cuts as possible. Straight slice down another straight slice down. See that? 1/2 inch slices. Nice, big, and fat. Flip that over right on the side. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to turn it this way. That is literally a whole half of a watermelon, just like that. And that's how we dice up watermelon. Pretty sweet, pretty simple. You got 2 different ways to do it, alright? And let me tell you what, the best part about these, put a little bit of sugar on them, a little bit of salt. Man, you go either way, salty, sweet, they're really a delicious thing. With the tiny pieces, you could actually add these things into summer salads. Strawberries with a little bit of watermelon. You'd be surprised how much watermelon adds to like a ranch or a blue cheese. You're looking at me going, Chef, did you just say that? Yes, I did. Have a very open, creative mind when doing these things. Alright guys, next up, cantaloupe. One of my family's favorite melons, man. This is, I love this guy right here. So one thing I do like to do is actually wash it before I get started because there's a lot of dust and things like that that are on it. So make sure you wash it up. Quick little rinse in the water. You know, shake your melons. Soaking wet. It is all good. Doesn't even matter. So, let's get to it. On our first cuts right here, we're going to come up right here, just like we did with the watermelon, and we're actually taking this root piece off. There's a reason for it. Oh yeah. Spin it around. Take that other end off. Oh yeah. Well, same thing goes. Spin it around. Right back on its flat end. Yeet. Alright. So, same rule applies, just like with the watermelon. Okay? But instead of the white line, we're taking that green line off right there. Alright? So, knife right there into it. And you're just going to shimmy back and forth and follow the curve. It's that simple. That's simple, alright? Let's get to it. Alright, so again, just like with the watermelon, you got them green spots on there, you don't want them, come back through and across, take them right off. Just make sure you're not cutting straight into it. That's how you're going to mess your melon up. Follow the curvature of the melon. See that? See that? Take the green pieces right off. It's actually the vein. This is the reason why. Oh, Chef Nick made a mistake. It's alright. When in the kitchen, you make mistakes. When we do, I'll show you exactly the best and easiest way to fix this, because that cut actually looks like it's going to help us out. But we're going to flatten that piece out so I can take that little vein piece, and don't worry about it. This piece that we just messed up on, alright, we're actually going to leave that there, and I'm going to make sure this is on this side of my middle cut. I'm going to cut it right down in the middle. Flip that side, that side. See them seeds? This is how we get done. Okay? You want to take your spoon just like this, and if you don't have a spoon the size of mine, it's fine. Go grab a teaspoon, whatever spoon you have, because ultimately that's what you want to do. You just want to take all that nastiness out of there. The gooeys. The guts. I mean, you know, it's gross. Next side. here we are again. Take that spoon right into there. Swoop it around like this. Get that other side. Get that stuff right out. If you got this little stuff right here, take your spoon and scrape, 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 scrape. See? Easy peasy. So now, we're going to take a minute. You know what to do. Clean board. So, back to this piece. Got our little flap right there. Totally A-okay. We're actually going to bring this up this way. Check it out. I'm going to hold on to this little flat piece and I'm going to cut slices straight down. I'm going to hold back onto that flat piece and just cut that slice straight down. If you think you made a mistake, there's a will and way, there's a rhyme. Use it, figure it out. That's what we do here in the kitchen. So, back down to this way. We're going to go ahead and cut that right in half. Now we got these awesome, awesome melon pieces. I like eating mine just like this. I keep that melon piece just like that, but that's not what we're doing today. Keep them all nice and together. If they move a little bit on you and they shift, it's fine. Look at this. Look how awesome those pieces look. Right? Nice, big, healthy chunks. Serve those up to the kiddos in the morning. They'd be gone. Gonzo. I promise you. At least they are for my kids. Take that piece. You still got the, some good meat right there. No problem. We're going to take that and we're going to cut that piece down. Okay? Flip that piece over. Kind of hard to cut it this way, right? It's just going to keep flopping over. Flip it over. See that? Break it all down. Bring it all right back together. Alright. Let's do it again. Alright, now check it out. Yes, there are some different size cuts. I just showed you a bunch of different size cuts, didn't I? I did. So, that is a good way to dice up your cantaloupe. See? Pretty simple. Now, let's go on to something else. This, I like doing a lot. You're actually going to take your melon up and you're going to hold on to the whole back end of it like this. Palm on the board. Don't swing your knife around like I do. Professional. Okay? See this angle that we're going to get at? We're just going to follow that angle straight down. Oh, those right there, that's my favorite. I love doing this stuff right here like this. Those are my favorite. So now we're at a part here. This is where we're going to get a little garmage with you guys, alright? If you don't know what garmage means, Google it. Look it up. We're actually going to take that cut right there. And we're going to take those end pieces out. Now, we have something that kind of looks almost like a turtle shell. It's exactly what we want. You're going to take your knife here from the top and you're going to follow those lines all the way back and through. If you got to make a couple cuts to angle it just right, do so. Alright, let's turn it around. Let's do that one more time. Okay. Look at that. Now we got something pretty cool going on here. Let's take our ends off like that. Now we're going to do thin slices. Alright? And with these thin slices, you could do some really cool designing with these. You could do some fanning out. Or you could just leave them on a block like this, pick them up as you go, and eat them. But my favorite thing to do, after you get it all together, palm on the back side, knife on the front. Check that out. Pretty fucking cool, huh? Well, let's clear the board and get on to honeydew next. Alright guys, next up in class, we got the honeydew. It's very, very similar to the cantaloupe. This one is not as sweet as the cantaloupe. Although some is going to argue with me, that's totally fine. You have every right to, because everyone's taste buds are different. So, let's get into the honeydew. So, right here, again, I'm going to take that top off. And as you see, it's a little bit of a stronger melon. It's not as soft. That's alright, because it's still delicious. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put it back up on the flat. So right here on these little edges, what you're going to do is you're going to try and get it as close as you can, but not all the way down into here, okay? Let me show you. See how I start here, but I keep it real thin because I want to go with the curvature of the melon, okay? That first cut is usually the most difficult because you have to put a little bit of pressure into it. But once you get that first cut set, the rest of it comes pretty easy, alright? So let's go ahead and let's get this peeled out the rest of the way. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a look around. Did we get all the pieces off that we wanted to? Yes, we did. So let's go ahead and just like we did with the cantaloupe, we're going to do a cut right down the center. And yep, this one has seeds too if you didn't know it. Now you know. Get your handy dandy spoon out again. And same thing like we did with the cantaloupe. Just going to go right around the back end of those seeds into that little soft meat right there. Take those right out. Alright. Now scrape across. Alright, get that spoon in there. See that motion like that? I fling juice at you. Alright. And see, this is the reason why I always peel and cutting the tips off, because sometimes you get this hard piece right here, and that's actually all part of the root piece of where it was connected to the branch and everything else. You don't want that. Get that out of there. Alright? And smooth up your inside there, just like that. Alright? Let's put this side off. Let's do it one more time. Okay? Spoon into the sides. Curl that spoon in just like that. Alright? Now let's wrap it back around. Curl it in just like that. That nasty shit comes right out. Alright. Oh, get all that crap off. There we go. So, that's now our de-seeded melon. Again, you know what to do. Clear your board. So now, I'm going to take these, I'm going to quarter it. Alright? And now with the quartering, what I typically like to do is I'll take this piece off, like that. Get that out of the way. Now let's take this. Same thing. Now yes, we could have done it just like we did with the cantaloupe and cut it straight through, but I want to show you different ways to do things. Alright? Saying of mine that I always like to say is there's 101 ways to cook an egg. Alright? Always 101 ways to cook an egg. And that reference of that meaning is there's 101 ways to do anything and everything, especially in the world of culinary and doing fruits and vegetables and cooking and actually making eggs. So, I'm going to show you as many ways possible that I can on how to do this. And that's why I do it different. So, now, we're going to flip this melon right back over. We're going to take this. Alright, take that piece off. As you see, it's a little bit of a harder piece of melon there. And then we're going to do these awesome big slices. These awesome big slices are really good to have with yogurt and granola and all those other type of things like that. That's really, really a good thing. And remember how we did that one garmage? Right? Pretty cool, pretty classy. Looks nice. Because as long as your food looks good, it's going to taste good. So we're going to go ahead and do that side cut. Clear all that stuff out of there just like that. Alright? So with this one, we're actually going to do slices coming across this way. Ooh, when you have a small piece like this, put it on the flat. If you want to break it down, break it down. If not, leave it whole. You could always leave it whole. Alright? There we go. Some nice good thin slices. Now you always want to cut your honeydew thinner than you do your cantaloupe. Maybe thinking, well, they're about the same size, blah blah blah. There's a reason. The cantaloupe is not as dense as the honeydew. The honeydew is going to have a little bit of toughness, a little more density to it. So, why do you want a big old thick piece? A little bit harder to chew, harder to get through. You break it down to smaller, skinnier pieces, a lot more tastier, and you get the really good flavor of the fruit that it belongs to. Alright, so now we got some cool slices there, some more things there. I'm actually going to set the knife down for a second. Now we have this piece, and you're going, well, I got all the honeydew I want right now. I got all of it that I need. This is what you do with it. Alright? Find the plastic wrap real quick. I'm going to take plastic wrap. You want to do one right over there, just like that. Bring it all up towards the back and set it just like this. And the reason why you want to do that is, one, are you going to set your melon like this inside the refrigerator and let all those juices fall out? Nah. You're going to leave it on the flat so it's nice and comfortable, right? So, just like that, get a piece of plastic, wrap it over, make sure all of it comes to the top so that way all your juices will stay on the inside. And whenever you go pick up your melon to go cut it up and do some more honeydew for yourself, you're all set up, ready to go, just like this. Pretty cool deal, huh? Let's get all this put away, and, well, that's honeydew. Ready to move on to the bonus of pineapple? My favorite. Clean the board, let's do it. So, back to the pineapple. The very first thing that you want to do with this, grab this top piece and literally just rip it the fuck off. Yes, I said it just like that. Rip it the fuck off. Because, well, you don't need this piece. Yeet. Back to the board. So, this one here, all this stuff right here, let's cut that off right down. Mmm, that looks delicious. Spin it around. Same thing. You want to cut that right down and take that bottom piece off. Turn it over to its side. This piece is definitely the pieces that we want to come out. These also are going to come out, and then we're going to have to go back and clean up. Keep paying attention. I'll show you. Okay? So that first cut, always right there. Like I said, it's usually the most difficult one to make because you're setting your lines up. Okay? See? It's alright. That's fine. This is okay. We're going to go back through. We're going to do some other cleanup on this one. Okay? Let's go ahead and, just like we did with the melons, follow the curvature. Follow the curvature. Alright. Take a time out. Clean your board up. Alright. Board's clean. Remember I told you we're going to go back through here and clean all these pieces. So now we have an angle piece right here. And all these angles really are what are holding these ends right here. We're actually going to go back through and we're going to take all these little angle pieces off. So you just follow with the curve. Look at that. Pretty freaking cool, huh? Now, some people are going, chef, that's overhandling there, Squirrely Dan, but you know what? This is how I like mine. If you like to keep these little nub pieces on and all that stuff, and you like that little earthy flavor that it gives, keep it. It's all up to you. If it's the one thing I'm trying to teach you with this damn class, and trying to teach you about cooking and being in the kitchen, there's 101 ways to cook an egg. There's 101 ways to do anything in the kitchen, okay? So, if that's how you like it, well, then that's how you like it. So, back to the cuts. We're going to take this guy right in half. Okay? Now, when you open her up, you're going to see there's actually this white line right here. That there is the core of the pineapple. That there is very fibrous and very not flavorful. So, I'm going to show you how to take that out. Let's put one half off to the side. Now we're going to take this half, okay? And if you're not comfortable doing it this way because you can't see your middle piece, flip it over. And it's going to be a little slippery, but slowly score your knife into there. That's going to give you a cut line. Now from here, you'll be able to see your cut line is still marked up. So try to line it up the best you can. And look at that. See that? We're just a little off on our score line. But that's okay. Whoa, slippery. Let's see that? That's okay. We're right there where we need to be, as close as we can get it. That's the most important part, to have it as close as you can get it. Now, we're going to do an angle cut. You're going to take your knife here at an angle, and you're just going to slice through all that, and you're going to get that piece out of there. You hear that thing? It sounds like it's knocking on the door, ready to come in. Fuck your day up. Alright, another angle cut right there, just like that. Alright, now we got some two awesome halves. Favorite thing in the world, making spears. I love me some pineapple spears, just like that. Eat those just like that all day. You could actually put these in a bag, and instead of having a bag of pineapple chunks, it makes it real easy just to grab it, all right there. Let's get this guy moved out of the way. Now, remember that cool ass garde manger thing we did? Let's go ahead and hit that up again. Alright, nice straight cuts. Alright, you want to do straight cuts because you're going to be angling things on a bias. Alright, your fruit is going to be sitting on a bias, and that's going to give you dimension. That's going to give you what a really cool phrase is, drama. I mean, drama on the plate is beautiful. I mean, that right there, that's clean, elegant. Pretty sure you've seen this on a fruit platter somewhere. I probably made it. Let's bring that other half back. So now we're gonna go right down the middle. Gonna go ahead and put that piece off to the side. Take that root out. Flip it over. Take the root out. Okay? Now, here comes the tricky part. Okay? This is going to be a new cut I haven't showed you guys. Palm flat. Knife straight through. Keep your palm away from the knife. Please. Alright? Then we're going to take this and do real thin cuts straight down. Turn it over. Check that out. What's really fun to do with your pineapple when it's cut like this is actually take all of this and a huge helping of kimchi, and oh my, pineapple, kimchi, what the fuck? Yes, it's that amazing. All day. In fact, that reminds me, I need to put kimchi on the shopping list. Go get me some of that shit tomorrow. Alright, and now we're gonna put our little chunk off to the side, and now our classic, very classic, everyone has seen these. You've seen them in the can, you've seen them out of the can. Classic pineapple chunk. This is as classic as it gets. It really is. That's an awesome thing. So, I hope y'all enjoyed class today. Love doing this. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, there's 101 ways to do things. A bunch of different ways to cut up melons. These are also a really good thing to have on a hot day. Cools you off naturally. You're trying to get away from sweets and everything like I have been lately, trying to lose that gut, hit the gym. This has been the lifesaver. This has been the guy that's helping me out. Until next time, guys, you know what to do. Like, bell, subscribe, all those type of things. I know I hit subscribe that way when it's actually right over here. There, see? Did you follow my finger? That means you should have hit the subscribe button. Hit a comment in there. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you like. If you have questions, ask away. That's what I'm here for. I mean, if you're at class, you should be able to ask your teacher questions, right? Ask away. Again, guys, thank you for stopping by. Much love, appreciated, and a little saying I learned a long time ago. Love, peace, and chicken grease.